Emotions can be like quicksand. When you get caught up in them, they're hard to get out of. Today we're going to talk about how to make them less consuming. There's 4 main categories. The first is distract from the emotion. The second is regulate your body. The third is face the situation or problem that's causing the emotion. And the fourth is called opposite action. When we're facing emotion, those emotions like to snowball. They like to make us think about when was the last time I felt this way, and the 50 other times that I felt this way, and what are the 5,000 other times I might feel this way again. But you don't have to play into that. You can distract yourself with something different, put your energy and focus there, and it will help a lot to detract from the power of that emotion. Some ideas of how you can do that are you can do something creative like color, paint, draw, scrapbook. You could do something fun like play a game, solve a word puzzle, a Sudoku, a crypto quip. You could do something with someone else that's unrelated. You could call someone on the phone. You could text someone. You could plan a vacation. You could really do anything that's different than the emotion and that normally takes quite a lot of mental energy, so that you really have to focus on it. When emotions are crazy intense, so let's say there's a scale of 0 to 10 about emotional intensity, and if you're from like a 7 to a 10, you're going to want to regulate your body first. If the emotion is really strong, you are going to want to do something like put your head in ice cold water, get your heart rate elevated really high, so do burpees, jump squats, something that's going to really shoot your heart rate up, or work on calming your body through breath. So those would be your first step for a really high intensity emotion. Then after that, you can move to one of the other options. Okay, so now if your emotions aren't an 8 to a 10, but you still want to regulate your body, some ideas are have a snack. If you haven't eaten in a few hours, you probably need some fuel. Drink some water. It's pretty easy to get dehydrated, and there's a really simple solution. Grab a glass of water. Go outside and go for a walk. There's so many benefits to movement, of course, and also to being outside. You're going to get some vitamin D, fresh air, you're going to have a different location. All of these things can really help with regulating your emotions. You can stand up and just shake it off. And just shake, shake, shake. Actually, when you shake for a few minutes, it helps a lot. It tends to be very silly. It normally feels funny. So that already changes your emotion. Plus, it helps get your heart rate up and it helps readjust and regulate your body. Counting is another good idea. It helps to create space between the onset of the emotion and the action. So when you're angry or upset, try counting to 10 or maybe 100 before you act on any of those emotions. Our bodies react to emotions. When we're in a highly emotional state, our breath rate increases, our heart rate increases, our blood pressure increases, we get increased amounts of cortisol and other stress-related hormones. And so when we're able to regulate the body, that automatically helps our emotions to decrease and our brains to calm down. So sometimes there's a situation that's happening over and over again, and the best thing to do in order to change the emotion is actually to come up with a plan of how to face the situation. So that may be that you have to deal with some interpersonal issues. Maybe you're having an issue with a husband, a boyfriend, a wife, a girlfriend, maybe a child or a friend. And the best thing to do can be to figure out how you're going to talk about it, come up with a plan of action. What can you do to face the situation? What can you ask for? How can you communicate clearly and kindly in order to get a better result in the future? Sometimes you need to come up with a pros and cons list. You can come up with a list of next steps of all the options and then try to figure out which one makes the most sense. So there's a lot of things you can do to problem solve. And my next video is going to be about a process that you can go through in order to use problem solving as a skill. Sometimes the best thing to do is talk to someone about it. Often when we're deep in emotions or in a situation that's causing strong emotions, we don't have the best view of what's going on. So talk to a friend, a family member, a therapist, someone you trust, and get their feedback on the situation. Plus, when we talk about things, it helps to decrease the emotions around them because often we have shame or fear about what people are going to think about the way we feel. And when they don't react the way that we're scared they're going to react, it automatically decreases our own emotional reaction to the situation. Lastly, we have opposite action. With opposite action, you want to act in the opposite way of the emotion you're experiencing. So if you're angry, you might want to give someone a hug or listen to a love song. If you're sad, you might want to smile or watch a funny cat video. If you're anxious, you might want to take deep breaths and do a meditation. This can help to change the emotion because our behavior directly affects how we feel. So when we smile, even if we're feeling sad, it automatically, physiologically helps us to start feeling better. Next time you're feeling you're stuck in quicksand of emotions, try some of these skills, try up to 3 and see if they help. Please comment below so I know what you think about this video, like or dislike, subscribe to our channel, and press that bell notification so that you'll know every time new videos come out.